Hi friends, in today's video I'll tell you what results you can expect if the fifth lord of your birth chart is in a certain house. The lord of the fifth house is very important in your birth chart because fifth house is part of the Dharma Trikona or Dharma Trine. It's a very auspicious house. It is the house, fifth house is the house of the good deeds of your past life. Okay, it is also called Purva Punya, okay, the good deeds of your past life. And fifth house is also the house of education, knowledge. It is the house of your child. It is also the house of expression, creativity. All right, it is the house of this house also can show knowledge, even wisdom, and even this house is the house of even connected to worship. Okay, so let's move to what results you can expect when the fifth lord is in each of the 12 houses. First of all, when the before I begin the video, this is also part of the introduction. I keep getting comments that ma'am, which house should I consider? Should you consider the house, the fifth lord, how it is placed in the Lagna chart, or should you look at the KP chart? This question I get very often. So look at the placement of the fifth lord in both the charts. Look at it in the Lagna chart. Say in the Lagna chart, if it is in the first house, then consider that placement also, and consider what I am going to tell you right now. But more importantly, I would say focus on the placement of the planet as per the KP chart. Fifth lord is in which house exactly as per your KP chart. So KP chart shows the exact position of the planet in a certain house. But nevertheless, you will also get the results of the planet placement in the Lagna chart also. So both you will get actually. So consider, sometimes it is in the same house in the Lagna chart and KP chart, but sometimes it may be in different houses. The fifth lord, whichever planet is your fifth lord. Fifth lord is the planet which rules the zodiac sign which is in your fifth house. So in the chart of the Kalpurush or cosmic man, the sign which is there in the fifth house is Leo. So the ruler is Sun. In your chart, fifth house, there might be Virgo. Then the ruler of your fifth house will be Mercury. Okay. So now let's move on to what results you can expect. Now, if the fifth lord is in the first house, what will happen? If the fifth lord is in the first house, then definitely you will give a lot of importance to education, learning and knowledge in your life. That will be very important for you. Okay, if fifth lord is in the first house, you can be religious also. You will believe in religious worship. It is possible. These results you can expect when the fifth lord is more or less well placed in the first house, and generally if it is associated with benefics, you will get very good results. Now, but if associated with malefics, then the results will be different and they could even be opposite. So fifth lord, if it is more or less well placed in the first house, then it can show that for you love will be very important. Your desire to connect with somebody on a spiritual level, that will be very important for you. Okay, you can also be somebody who's very romantic by nature. It's possible when you have the fifth lord in the first house. Okay, you love someone and with that person you have spiritual connection, so that person may be very important to you. It's possible. Your child may be very important to you, where your child will play a very big role in your life. That is possible. Now we have to remember that the first house we have the sign of Aries in the chart of the cosmic man. Aries, ruled by Mars, is a fire sign. Okay, so when the fifth lord is in the fifth lord, also carries with itself fire energy, because we cannot forget that it is originally fifth lord is Leo, ruled by Sun. Okay, now this lord is in your, whichever planet is your fifth lord, is in your first house. So you will have the desire to bring about a positive change in your life with the help of your knowledge. You will believe in bringing about change for the better in your life and also in the lives of maybe the people with whom you're associated. It's possible. You will use your creativity, okay, your unique way of looking at life, your philosophy, okay, your knowledge, your creativity. You will use that to rise in life. That is also possible. Okay, so yeah, you will also be very creative by nature. Okay, when you have the fifth lord in the first house. Now, fifth lord is going to the first house. So this also shows that if it is more or less well placed, that you will be very ethical by nature and you will always stick to your moral principles, come what may. You will never compromise on your moral principles if it is well placed in the first house. Now let's move on to what will happen when the fifth lord will be in the second house. Okay, fifth lord in the second house. Second house, there we have naturally in the natural zodiac, we have the sign of Taurus there, which is an earth sign. Okay, so fifth lord in the second house, you can love your family. Okay, you can gain name and fame in life with the help of your speech. All right, that is possible. Now, fifth lord in the second house, you can gain money, you can gain wealth also. You, with the help of your creativity and knowledge, you can earn wealth in life. It's possible. Fifth lord in the second house is considered generally to be a good placement if associated with benefics or if more or less well placed. Okay, then you will, fifth lord is the lord of that house which is connected to your good deeds. Okay, so because of the good deeds of your past life, you will be able to earn wealth in this lifetime. You'll be able to have a beautiful family. Okay, so in this lifetime also you will have good values. It is possible if fifth lord is well placed in the second house. Second house is connected to Taurus originally, so we have the earth sign. So you will love to work hard. You will love to focus on your goal, on your targets. You can be very practical. You will use your knowledge, creativity, okay, whatever education you have acquired, whatever knowledge you have, you will use that in order to become prosperous in life, in order to reach your goals, in order to rise in your profession. Okay, you will use that because this is part of the Artha Trikona, the Trikona of materialistic pursuits in life. So you'll be very practical, very grounded. You will believe in using your knowledge to gain wealth in life through your profession. That is possible through your hard work. Okay, so you will believe in hard work, you will believe in chasing your targets, you'll be very practical when you have fifth lord in the second house. If afflicted or if associated with malefics, then you may not have good relationship with your family. You may encounter problems in acquiring wealth. Your speech may be very, your speech may not be pleasant. Okay, so all these things. But if it is associated with benefics, then because of your speech, because of your values, you can become famous also in life. Okay, so, and because of your knowledge, you can earn wealth in life. Now let's move on to what will happen when the fifth lord in the second house. You may love somebody in your family, that is possible. Someone in your family. You may also somehow have a spiritual connection with somebody in your family, and you may love that person. That is possible. Okay, so I'm talking about a romantic relationship. Generally you will love your family, but you may also develop some sort of a romantic relationship with somebody. It could be a spiritual connection, but yes, it could be there. Now let's move on to what will happen when the fifth lord will be in the third house. The third house is the house of Parakram, self-efforts, courage, willpower, originally ruled by Mercury, because we have the sign of Gemini there, but also associated with Mars. So here your fifth lord has come. If it is associated with benefics, more or less well placed, then you can gain name and fame, prosperity in life with the help of your efforts. Because of your efforts, your hard work, that they will enable you, the kind of efforts that you're going to make, maybe in your professional sphere. So those efforts, your hard work, your willpower, your determination will enable you to gain prosperity in life. It is possible. Okay, you may have certain skills. Those skills can make you famous. That is possible. You can love your younger siblings. That is possible. You will love your younger siblings. You will feel you have a spiritual connection with them. When the fifth lord is in the third house, what else we can say? You may have to undertake short travels because of your education, because of acquiring education. You may have to undertake short travels. Okay, so you may encounter certain mild obstacles in education. That is also possible. You may love to use your logic and reasoning. That is also possible. Okay, then fifth lord in the third house. What else? You may use your knowledge and education, and that you may use it in the field of media. Third house is connected to media. So whatever education, whatever knowledge you have acquired, you can use it in the field of media. So you can be a journalist, you can be a writer, you can be a painter. So all these things are possible, because now the fifth lord, the lord of the house of creativity and knowledge, is coming to the third house of communication skills, and third house of also your skills and interests. So you can do very well. You will be a skillful person if it is well placed. You can use your skills, your talents, and you can be a very successful communicator. Okay, you may love to communicate your thoughts through any medium. Okay, so either you can be a journalist, writer, painter, you can be an artist, you can be into acting, you can be into singing, dancing, even sports. Now let's, and this is the third house, is here we have Mercury, air sign. So air sign is the sign of intelligence, and also it is, so I said you can be very intelligent and creative, and also fifth lord in the third house. You can also definitely, you will, it is your desires that will drive you in life, because fifth lord is connected to what you like, to what you love. Okay, so it has come to the third house, which is part of the Kama Trikona. Kama Trikona, the Trikona of desire. So you will have, you will love to fulfill your desires in life. Your desire to make friends, maybe. Your desire to connect with your neighbors, to connect with your friends, to connect with your younger siblings. The desire to network with people. Okay, it is part of the Kama Trikona, the Trikona of desires. So from here the fifth lord will also, as per Bhrigunandinadi Jyotish, every planet has trinal aspects, 5-9 aspects. So the fifth lord can also aspect 7th and 11th house. So you will have a great desire to form relationships with people. Okay, interpersonal relationships with people, to connect with people even of the opposite gender, to develop friendships with people. You may want to do something of your own. You may have a desire to do your own independent business by using your skills, creativity and knowledge. And you will also have the ultimate desire to gain in life, to become prosperous in life. Definitely when you have the fifth lord in the third house. Let's move on to what will happen when the fifth lord is in the fourth house. Fifth lord in the fourth house. Fourth house is the house of your home and family matters. Fifth lord is connected to your child. So you will always definitely, whenever it comes to your home, you will always think of your child. You cannot think of a home without your child. This is possible in case you have a child. Okay, you'll always think that a child can complete my home. That is possible. Fifth lord in the fourth house. You will love your home. You will love your house if associated with benefics and if well placed. Otherwise results will be different or starkly opposite. Fifth lord in the fourth house. You can love your mother. Okay, fifth lord in the fourth house. Your mother can also inspire you to acquire knowledge. All right, you may do very well if you are into real estate industry. You can do very well if you are connected to fifth lord in the fourth house. You can do very well if you are connected to Vastu Shastra. Yes, you can be a very good Vastu consultant if fifth lord is in the fourth house. Fifth lord in the fourth house, you can use your intuition to acquire knowledge, because fifth lord is connected to your knowledge, creativity. Fourth house, here originally we have in the chart of the Kalpurusha the sign of Cancer, which is a water sign ruled by moon, which is connected to intuition. Okay, so your sensitivity, emotions, intuition, all these things are connected to the fourth house, and fourth house is also part of the Moksha Trikona. So when the fifth lord is in the fourth house, you can be very intuitive also. You can use your intuition to become famous in life, to become prosperous in life. You can acquire knowledge in any field which is connected to intuition, which is connected to even in-depth study. Because from the 4th house, 5th Lord is sitting in the 4th house, but as per Bhrigunandinari Jyotish, 5th Lord will cast trinal aspects on the 8th and 12th houses also. So you will be interested in going to the depth of things. You'll be interested in acquiring knowledge, deep knowledge of things. You can do analysis, you can do research, in-depth study. You can go into the occult. You can go into the field of law. You can do any kind of investigation. You can even go into any field of study which requires research, investigation, which requires analytical study and analytical skills. You can go into any such field. You can go into the field of psychology also. Okay? When the 5th Lord is in the 4th house, that is possible. You will love to analyze things. You will love to go to the depth of things. When 5th Lord is in the 4th house, you can be blessed with great intuitive insights into reality. Okay, so you make use of your intuition. You can do that by doing meditation. You can enhance your power of intuition, and you can use your sense of intuition in your profession, in your day-to-day life. When you have the 5th Lord in the 4th house, you will love your home, your mother, your homeland. It is possible. 4th house is also connected to the people of your homeland. So you can be very prosperous in your homeland. So you could be, people can love you also. So you may be into politics. It's possible. You can be successful as a politician and you may win people's confidence. That is also possible. Okay. Now you need to also practice compassion. So later on in life, you will definitely move towards charity also. Even from the beginning also, some people are charitable, but in case of some people, eventually they develop compassion for the needy and they move towards charity and they reach out to the unprivileged. That's possible. Next, let's move on to what will happen when the 5th Lord is in your okay, 5th house. 5th house in its own house. Now the 5th Lord is posited in its own house. That is a wonderful placement, actually. Okay, so you will love to use your knowledge and creativity to gain prosperity in life. You can be very religious if associated with benefics, especially if the 5th Lord is being aspected by Jupiter or benefics, or if it is well placed in the chart in its own sign, and if the dispositor of the 5th Lord is well placed, then you will get these results. If afflicted, then you will get problematic results. If the 5th Lord is well placed in the 5th house, more or less well placed, then you will believe in your moral principles. You can do very well in any field of intuition again. Okay? Your intuition, your speculation or speculative power can be very good. So you can go into maybe share market, but for that you have to do analysis of the overall chart. Okay? So your power of intuition also can be very high. 5th Lord in the 5th house. You will also love your partner. You will love your romantic partner very much. Now 5th Lord is connected to your romantic partner. the person whom you really love, and with that person you feel that you have some spiritual connection. Okay, so you will love them, it's possible. That person will play a very important role in your life, that is possible. You will love your child, that is also possible. Your child also can, fifth lord in the fifth house itself. If it is well placed, then your child also can be prosperous in life. Now, fifth lord in the fifth house. So, you will use your knowledge, your creativity to bring about a positive change in this world also, and bring about a positive change in your life, okay, also. And because in the fifth house originally we have the Leo sign, which is a fire sign. Fire signs are connected to change, creativity. So you will believe in bringing about a positive change in your own life first of all, and then you will try to touch others' lives. Okay? So you will do that with the help of your knowledge. With the help of your knowledge, with the help of your principles, your philosophy of life. Okay? Now the planet which is connected to, the fifth lord is a planet which is connected to the good deeds of your past life. Okay? So that planet is sitting in that house itself, which is connected to the good deeds of your past life. And fifth house is also the house of your fame, prosperity. So that means because of the good deeds of your past life, you can be famous in this lifetime. That is why you have got this placement. And you can bring about a positive change in this world. You can use your creativity and win fame in this lifetime. Use your knowledge and become prosperous. Okay? Now let's move on to what will happen when the fifth lord is in the sixth house. Now, fifth lord, the planet which is connected to the good deeds of your past life, it has gone to the sixth house, which is called a dusthana or a malefic house of obstacles, diseases, problems, conflicts, loans, etc. What will happen? This is generally not considered to be a very good placement, generally. Okay? So, when the fifth lord comes in the sixth house, but there are exceptions also, I will mention. When the fifth lord comes in the sixth house, then you may encounter obstacles in your education. In the field of education, you can encounter obstacles. Okay? Breaks also possible in education. When the fifth lord is in the sixth house, you may have conflicts with your child. Okay, that's possible. When the fifth lord is in the sixth house, you may have conflicts with your romantic partner. That is also possible. But if you want to acquire knowledge in the field of law, in the field of medicine, it's very good. When you have fifth lord in the sixth house, that is a very good placement for becoming a successful lawyer, for being a very good doctor. That is a very good placement. When you have 5th Lord in the 6th house, you can use your knowledge in the healthcare industry. You can use your knowledge to be a mediator, counselor, okay, in disputes. You can use your knowledge to fight legal cases for people. So you can, so the profession of law or medical profession will be good for you when you have 5th Lord in the 6th house. Okay, if more or less well placed, then you will love to face competition also. 5th Lord in the 6th house, you will love to face competition. Yes. Then, but yes, there can be challenges in your education. There can be challenges in earning a good fortune, in getting fortunate in life. There can be obstacles in getting fame in life. It is possible. Unless you are using the energy of the 6th house, which is connected to in-depth study, even research. Okay, here we have the sign of Virgo, which is connected to Mercury. It is connected to using your intelligence and, you know, engaging in in-depth study. Okay, Virgo can also be connected to analytical skills. So yeah, if your education is somehow connected to any such field where you need to use your analytical skills, like the field of law, medicine, then you will do very well. Okay, so when you have 5th Lord in the 6th house, so 6th house is also the house of your prarabdha karma. Okay, so try to use the energy of 6th house in a positive way. Okay, so 5th Lord is connected to your knowledge, your inclination, your creativity. So it is now in the 6th house. So maybe, you know, destiny is, you know, somehow giving you certain indications through your birth chart, which you are maybe not able to follow. So try to follow. You know, even the profession of nursing, the profession of a doctor, if you're connected to healthcare industry, if you're connected to law, all these professions, if you're a counselor, these professions will be very good for you. Okay, even I would say you can go into psychology. That will be very good for you. You can go into clinical psychology especially. Okay, you can go into clinical psychology if 5th Lord is in the 6th house. You may love your pets. Okay, so you actually should be loving and kind towards pet animals when you have 5th Lord in the 6th house. You need to love, you should love social service also actually. So eventually, if it is well placed, if the 5th Lord and if the ascendant Lord is well placed in the chart, then eventually you may love to be associated with social service. You should actually believe in social service. Okay, so that will enable you to rise in life when you have 5th Lord in the 6th house. Now let's move on to, and you will be when the 5th Lord is in the 6th house, no, you just have to be practical, because this is part of the Artha Trikona. So that is what your birth chart is, your horoscope is telling you, that you just need to have a practical approach to life. You need to believe in hard work. You need to believe in being methodical, goal-oriented, systematic, regular, disciplined. That's what you need to believe in. If you really follow a proper routine life, if you're really hardworking and disciplined in life, then you will do well if you have 5th Lord in the 6th house. Let's move on to the next placement, the 5th Lord in the 7th house. You will love your life partner. It is possible. Your marriage can be a love marriage. It's possible. Then after marriage, you can become prosperous. That is possible. Your spouse or life partner can bring about prosperity into your life. That is possible. Now 5th Lord in the 7th house. What will happen now? You can use your creativity and knowledge in your independent business. You may do any sort of independent business and you may use your knowledge and creativity there. Okay? 5th Lord in the 7th house of desire, because it is part of the Kama Trikona, the Trikona of desire, where we have the trine of desire, where we have the sign of Libra. It is an air sign, but it is also part of the Kama Trikona, desire. So you can have a lot of desire to connect with people or person of the opposite gender. You may love to be in a relationship with someone of the opposite gender. Okay, that is possible, because this can enhance your desire. You may also have a spiritual connection with the person with whom you are in a relationship. If you're in an intimate relationship with somebody, it is possible that you can have some sort of spiritual connection with that person. That is also possible. But you have to remember that ultimately this is the trine, this is part of the trine of desire. So you will have great desire to connect with someone of the opposite gender. You will have great desire to form a relationship. Yes, but you need to also remember that 7th house is also the house where Saturn exalts. Saturn exalts, and Libra, the original sign here, is also an air sign. Libra is an air sign, and air signs are connected to intelligence, intellectual power also, to your power to analyze things. So you should actually use your knowledge and creativity in your business. Whatever be your business, whatever be your work, even if you're doing job, you are interacting with people, is not it? People with whom you interact, they are seen from the 7th house. So use your knowledge, your creativity, your intelligence. Use all of that to connect with the people with whom you deal on a professional level. That will enable you to rise in life and fulfill your great desires. Your desire to network with people, your desire to gain from your associations with people, your desire to gain from your work. You will ultimately be able to gain a lot, because this is part of the Trikona of desire. So use your knowledge your creativity in a constructive, meaningful way, so that ultimately you can fulfill all your desires in this lifetime. Okay? You have a great desire to rise in life also. When you have the 5th Lord in the 7th house, because from here, as per Bhrigunandinari Jyotish, the 5th Lord will also aspect the 11th house of desires, of ultimate desire. Because this is part of the Moksha Trikona. So sorry, this is part of the Kama Trikona, Trikona of desire. Okay? So, yeah. So that's what you have to remember when you have 5th Lord in the 7th house. Yeah. Now let's move on to 5th Lord is also the planet of your past deeds. Past deeds of your, good deeds of your past life. So it is possible that you have a very karmic connection with your spouse. Anyway, the connection with your life partner or spouse is always karmic. It is true. But in your case, it will be very strongly karmic. Why? Because the planet which is connected to the good deeds of your past life is in the 7th house. So maybe you will get somebody as your life partner because of the good deeds in your past life. So you should always value your marriage actually when you have 5th Lord in the 7th house. You need to value your marriage, your life partner. Or else you will be on your own. Okay? You need to value them. They can enable you to become prosperous, more prosperous in life. Or else you will have to become prosperous by dint of your own hard work and own work or business. Now let's move on to what will happen when the 5th Lord is in the 8th house. This is a very good placement for being a healer, astrologer, for being any kind of occultist, for moving into occult knowledge. You can also maybe do well in share markets if 5th Lord is in the 8th house. But you need to check your horoscope properly. 5th Lord position, you need to check that in the D9 chart also. So don't jump into share markets without proper analysis of your chart. But yes, you can be connected to speculation. 5th Lord in the 8th house, sometimes people enter into gambling also, these people. But they need to be careful because 8th house is the house of sudden events, ups and downs, even losses. Not just sudden gains but also sudden losses. 5th Lord in the 8th house, it's very good for being into occult knowledge, for being into any sort of field which requires investigation, research, in-depth study. It's very good for becoming a surgeon. If you are into the medical profession, then it's very good for becoming a surgeon. You can go into the field of law also, where you need to do investigation, chartered accountancy, even insurance company. Okay, you can be associated with some insurance company and you can work. 5th Lord in the 8th house, you can become famous if you are absorbing the energy of 8th house in a positive way. 8th house is connected to any sort of hidden, mysterious, mystical, occult knowledge. Okay, 8th house is connected to yoga, meditation. 8th house is connected to your in-laws. You may have some soulful connection with your in-laws if it is well placed. You can become prosperous in life because of the joint assets with your spouse after marriage. That's possible. 8th Lord here, originally you have the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is a water sign and 8th house is part of the Moksha Trikona. Scorpio originally here is ruled by Mars. So 5th Lord in the 8th house, your knowledge will bring about a transformation in your life. You will want to acquire knowledge. There can be break in your education, some breaks in your education. You may change your path of knowledge. Okay, you may move to some other field of knowledge. But your knowledge that you keep acquiring will enable you to bring about a positive transformation in your life. That is possible. It can transform your life. 5th Lord in the 8th house. It can also show that you may be away from your loved one, from your romantic partner. Your love relationship may end abruptly also. It may not be successful. It's possible. You may be away from your child, difficulty in childbirth, or you may be away or distanced from your child. You may encounter problems in acquiring education. That is also possible. But you have to overcome all obstacles and believe in you must believe in yourself. That's very important. And you must see how you can use the energy of the 8th house in a positive way. At least do meditation. If you're not interested in any field of study which is connected to 8th house, 8th house is also connected to psychology. If you can be a very good psychologist also with this position. Otherwise, what you do meditation. That's very important. Do breathing exercise when you have the 5th Lord in the 8th house. You can be highly intuitive, so make use of your intuition. You can make use of your intuition in your day-to-day life or even in your profession. That is why the profession of psychology, occult fields, they are going to be very good for you. Even the profession of a healer, even doctor and especially surgeon. You will be able to use the power of intuition. Okay. And eventually you may also move towards charity. You may believe in helping out the downtrodden, the needy. That's also possible. Yeah. You may have a secretive romantic affair. Secretively, you may have a romantic relationship with somebody. That is also possible. But that relationship also may end. That is also possible. It may not be a very stable relationship. Let's move on to what will happen when the 5th Lord is in the 9th house. The 9th house, here you have the Sagittarius sign, which is a fire sign. Fire sign connected to creativity, change. Okay. So this is a very good placement. 5th Lord in the 9th house. You can be very religious. You can, if well placed, you will believe in your moral principles. If associated with malefics, you can get problematic results. If more or less well placed, you will be religious. You will believe in religious worship. Okay. You will love your father. All right. Maybe your father can enable you to gain knowledge. Then 5th Lord in the 9th house, you may travel to a foreign land for education. That is possible. 5th Lord in the 9th house, you may be interested in philosophy, religion. You may be interested in higher knowledge, higher education. You can do very well actually. Because of your knowledge and education, you can become famous and prosperous in life when you have the 5th Lord in the 9th house. 5th Lord in the 9th house. You can have a good relationship with your child also. Okay? Your child also can be fortunate in life. Now 5th Lord in the 9th house. What else? You will be fortunate enough to find love in life. You can have a romantic partner and with whom you have a spiritual connection, and that person may be very important for you in life. Okay, that's possible. When you have 5th Lord in the 9th house, you can be fortunate in life because the planet which is connected to the good deeds of your past life is coming to the house of fortune. So because of the good deeds of your past life, you will be fortunate in this lifetime. You'll be lucky in this lifetime to be blessed with love, to be blessed with, child, to be blessed with prosperity, to be blessed with knowledge. You will have a desire to bring about a positive change in your life and also in the lives of those people who are connected with you. You can be a very good counselor, teacher when you have 5th Lord in the 9th house. You can do very well in the field of education, higher education. You can be a very good teacher. You can be a very good priest and counselor when you have 5th Lord in the 9th house. You will be creative. You will be creative. You will use your knowledge and creativity to bring about a positive change in your life and in the lives of those people who are connected with you. Yes. Now let's move on to what will happen when the 5th Lord is in the 10th house. When 5th Lord is in the 10th house, here 5th Lord is Lord of the 5th house. 5th house is your Dharma Trikona, and 10th house is part of the Kendra. Okay, so Lord of the Trikona is coming to the Kendra. This is a Raj Yoga when the 5th Lord is in the 10th house. Whenever the Lord of the Trikona house, Dharma Trikona, comes into the Kendra house, Raj Yoga can be formed. And this is a very auspicious Raj Yoga. When you have the 5th Lord in the 10th house, if associated with benefics, you will get very good results. You can be a very successful politician. You may be loved by people. You may have a wonderful public image. You can be very famous. Okay, a very famous personality. You can be into politics. You can be in administration. You can occupy very high positions in big organizations. That's possible when you have the 5th Lord in the 10th house. But the condition is that it has to be more or less well placed. Okay. So 5th Lord in the 10th house, you will love your work. You will love to be hardworking. You will be very goal-oriented, task-oriented, routine-bound. Yes, you will also be very hardworking, and you will believe in chasing your targets and goals in life. You'll be very practical, very grounded, because here we have the sign of Capricorn, which is an earth sign, and it is part of the Earth Trikona, the Trikona or trine of materialistic pursuits in life. So you will believe in your hard work, in your efforts, and you will believe in chasing your targets because you want to earn wealth, you want to accumulate resources in life. So that will be the focus of your life. When you have 5th Lord in the 10th house, you can do very well in your profession. Your profession also can be connected to anything which is related to speculation, because 5th Lord is connected to speculation. Fifth lord is also connected to intuition, because fifth house is also the house of intuition. So your profession can be connected to intuition, speculation. You can do very well if you use your sense of intuition and speculation in your profession. Okay, so definitely you can be a professional healer. Okay, you can be into any sort of field of knowledge which requires the use of intuition. So you can also be an astrologer if fifth lord is in the 10th house. You can be into occult knowledge also, because there also you need to use your sense of intuition. Okay, fifth lord in the 10th house. Yes. Your child may take up your profession. That is possible. Your child may be inspired by you and they may take up your profession. You may fall in love with somebody in the professional sphere. You may have a romantic relationship with somebody who's connected to your profession. That is also possible. Yeah. Now let's move on to what will happen when the fifth lord is in the 11th house. 11th house, here you have the sign of Aquarius, air sign, but it is part of the Kama Trikona, the trine of desires. So you will love to gain from your profession, from your work. Okay, if it is more or less well placed. You'll be very confident about your knowledge, about your skills, about your sense of intuition and creativity. And you will use all of that to gain in life. You can gain from your child as well. Okay? After your childbirth, after the birth of your child, you can become more prosperous in life. That's possible. Fifth lord in the 11th house. Fifth lord is connected to knowledge. 11th house is also connected to research. So you can be a very good investigator, researcher if you have this placement. You can gain from your research, investigation, from your knowledge, intuition, creativity. You can gain from all of that and you can become prosperous in life. Fifth lord in the 11th house is also a very good placement for getting into any field of profession which is connected with intuition, which is connected with creativity and knowledge. Yes. So with the help of your knowledge, you will become prosperous in life. You may love to associate with people who belong to your social circle. People in your social circle may also love you. Okay, when you have fifth lord in the 11th house, you may develop a romantic relationship with somebody who belongs to your social circle. That is also possible. Fifth lord in the 11th house, you can love your elder siblings. That's possible. Your elder siblings can also be famous or prosperous in life. That is possible. So you will have, this is the Trikona, the ultimate trine of desires. So you will love to chase your desires. You will have great ambition in life. If fifth lord is more or less well placed in the 11th house, you will have great ambition, great desire to rise in life, to prosper in life, to gain from your pursuits and profession, from your connections, relationships, from everything you will want to gain in life. Okay, you will have a desire to form relationships with people as well. You may be this is the Trikona of desire, so you can also have a desire to connect with people of the opposite gender, to have good relationship with somebody. Yes, special romantic relationship with somebody possible in your social circle, but anyway you will like to, network with people, and you will also have a great desire to have an intimate relationship also with somebody. It could be your life partner, it could be somebody with whom you want to really have an intimate relationship. Why? Because from here the fifth lord will aspect the seventh house also. As per Bhrigu Nandinari Jyotish, every planet has trinal aspects. So it will aspect third house, seventh house. Third house, the desire to use your communication skills, your skills, any kind of skills that you may have. Okay? You can love your younger siblings also. You will love all your siblings. This is possible. Fifth lord in the 11th house. And you will also love to form relationship with someone from the opposite gender also, because it's in the 7th house. You can love your life partner also. Always, definitely it is better to be faithful. If you're married, then it's always advisable to be faithful to your life partner. Okay, so yeah, otherwise again you are indulging, creating some sort of a karma for you, which can have certain consequences. So it's always, if you are married, it's better to be loyal to your life partner. And fifth lord aspecting 7th house from the 11th house, so love your life partner, because your life partner can also, bring about prosperity in your life. Yes. So yeah, all these things we can say. You will have great desire to rise in life, to become prosperous in life, to benefit from your work, to benefit from all sorts of associations that you have with people also. This can also be a very good placement, fifth lord in the 11th house. You can gain from your networks. So yeah, you can, this could be a good placement also for getting into politics. But yes, for getting into politics, you need to look at the position of Sun and Rahu also in your birth chart. Let's move on to fifth lord in the 12th house. 12th house, in the original natural zodiac, you have the sign of Pisces. Pisces is a water sign ruled by Jupiter. 12th house is part of the Moksha Trikona. There you have the fifth lord, Moksha trine, the trine of liberation. Okay, that is even self-realization, liberation. So fifth lord is there. This means you can excel in the field of occult knowledge when you have fifth lord in the 12th house. You can do very well. Yes, you can be very imaginative, very creative, very intuitive. It's possible. So you can move into occult knowledge, you can move into psychology. 12th house is also connected to your subconscious mind. You can be a very good psychologist, occultist, healer. You can go into yoga, meditation, any sort of spiritual practices, even spiritual and religious practices also. So the more you move into spiritual practices, the more you move towards spirituality, the more you move towards compassion and charity, the greater or the higher you rise in life. So such people, people who have fifth lord in the 12th house, they will use their knowledge. They will use their knowledge and creativity. Okay? They can use all of that to connect with their inner self also, because they will be very imaginative. Such people can love isolation. They can love to be in isolation. If fifth lord is well placed, you will love your solitude. You will love to go into any sort of sadhana. It could be mantra sadhana, chanting of mantras. It could be any sort of spiritual practice. When the fifth lord is in the 12th house, it can make you very religious, even very spiritual. You can go into meditation, yoga. You can go into the occult. Okay, you can go into the field of occult knowledge, mystical knowledge. Okay. Fifth lord in the 12th house. You can become famous and more prosperous if you move to a foreign land. That is possible. So if you get the opportunity to move to a foreign land, you should, because you can become more prosperous and famous if you move to a foreign land away from your place of birth. Okay? Eventually, such people who have fifth lord in the 12th house, they will definitely, if fifth lord is associated with benefics, they will move towards compassion, charity. They will help out the needy, the unprivileged. They will reach out to them. Okay? And they can also attain self-realization. It's possible. They can even attain self-realization, even moksha, because fifth lord in the 12th house of moksha or liberation. It is your knowledge which is going to liberate you. Okay? So you need to move towards some spiritual practice. At least begin with charity. Okay? And move towards some spiritual practice. Chant some mantras, do some worship or mantras to gain inner strength, do meditation. And also you need to focus on your creativity. Okay, they will have great power of imagination also if you have fifth lord in the 12th house, because the planet, the lord, fifth lord is the planet of creativity and knowledge. It is coming to the house of imagination. They can be great, because of their power of imagination. They can even be great fictional writers. They can be into any sort of spiritual practice. They can impart their knowledge to others. They can help others also by imparting their knowledge to others. That also they can do. When the fifth lord is in the 12th house means giving away. So you're giving away your knowledge, you're sharing your knowledge with others. So if you do that, that can enable you to become prosperous and famous in this lifetime also. Okay? So yeah, such people, they can be really very intuitive. So they must use their power of intuition to help other people. And in turn, the divine will help them rise in life. So that was my take on fifth lord in each of the 12 houses of your horoscope, friends. If you want personal consultation, then you can text or WhatsApp me. Details are in the video description. And before I wind up this session, a gentle reminder: do like, share, subscribe, and you should believe in charity and compassion. You should help the poor and unprivileged. Then you will definitely receive divine blessings. And be kind to all animals and creatures. And also, you need to remember that you need to love and take care of your parents. Thank you so much.